everyone, my name is Daria and welcome back to my channel. And I don't know about you guys, but I am feeling off kilter. I am feeling out of sorts. I'm thrown, frankly, because on a random Wednesday out of freaking nowhere, Bridgerton decides to drop another sneak peek of season 4. Out of nowhere. And here's the thing, I'm not mad at the content. I want the content, okay? We are in the middle of what is likely to be a more than 2-year drought. I need to be nourished, but like, I need it to come at a set schedule. But anyway, it happened, and now we're gonna talk about it. I am sorry I cannot do a live reaction. Funnily enough, I was in the middle of my lunch break at work, and typically during that hour, my coworkers and I will watch a show together. And I saw that this dropped, and I told my coworkers, I'm like, first, we're gonna watch the preview. And that's what we did, and I freaked out. Is there something you'd like to say? It's my cat. Anyway, since I couldn't give you my live reaction, I figured that we would watch it again. I held back from watching it, okay? I hope that you're very proud of me. That was very hard to do. I held back, so now my second watch can be with all of you. Everyone's gagging over him, as they should. Ooh! Playing on his insecurities already, I see. He looks so good. This pirate Zorro outfit. Ugh! It's so period. I'm sorry. Everyone be quiet, including me. Girl. Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh my God, I'm not gonna cry. Oh my God.
Pardon me, young lady. Could I trouble you for the next dance?
In literally 1 minute, they gave us everything. The first sighting, the first glimmer of like attraction and jealousy. That's the thing. They tacked on a little bit of jealous Benedict at the end. Netflix, I never said anything bad about you. Okay, let's go ahead and break it down, shall we? First of all, we have yet another Bridgerton brother on the market. And of course, the girls are gagging, as they should. But you know what's so funny? Realistically, I mean, maybe with Benedict, it makes some sense. A second-born son still typically has a large amount of money. But in a typical family like this, the third-born son, the fourth-born son, they don't have shit. They go into the military or they go into the ministry, and that's it. So there's something kind of funny to me about the fact that all of the Bridgerton brothers are being treated as if they are equally eligible, because in reality, in descending order from age, they become less and less eligible. But anyway, this is fantasy, who gives a fuck? The first time I watched this, I did not catch that person in the background saying, oh, which brother is he again? Which one is he again? To whoever wrote that line, I could kiss you. It's just so perfect. And it's so perfect because if we were to encapsulate all of Benedict's insecurities and fears into like one question, one statement, that would be it. Who are you again? Which one's that? Like, he is so afraid that he doesn't stand out, that he has no purpose, that he has no drive, all of these things. He's questioning who he is. Like, I just kind of love that. Like, oh, he's just another generic Bridgerton brother that's on the market. Love that. Okay, so let's talk about him seeing Sophie. The yearner gene that exists in every single male Bridgerton family member was activated. Like, if this is the way that he looks at her upon first sight in the first episode, what is that look gonna be like in a few episodes, in the finale? I need to see it. Like, this 2026 release date, that better be January 1st of 2026. Although realistically, I think it's probably going to be sometime in, if they set a 2-year wait, it's probably gonna be a little bit more than that. Like, we can probably tack on a few months. So we're probably looking at like July, August of 2026. Talking about the look, love at first sight never looked so good. I absolutely adore that she is like staring at the chandelier, something so ornate, so beautiful that everyone in that ballroom takes for granted. It's just another piece of like decoration and decor. And to her, it is the most incredible thing she has ever seen. And I love that he is like awed by her awe, if that makes sense. Like, he looks at her like wonderment, staring up at this chandelier, which is like, again, for him, so innocuous for most people in that room. But for her, it's everything. And he looks at her. He's so enamored by her sense of whimsy and wonderment because he doesn't have that anymore. Like, he doesn't have a direction. He doesn't have a purpose. He doesn't have that sense of awe in what he sees in the world around him because he lost that inspiration when he gave up on his art. And so I think that is what he is seeing in her and what he admires so much. Like, I don't know if it's love at first sight, but like, I think, and actually I prefer it that way. I know like people say love at first sight, but I actually would prefer if it's just like, who is this? I think that he is like drawn to her. I think that there are certain people that you see or you meet and you just kind of know that they're going to be important in your life. And in my opinion, that's what's happening here. I also want to say, and you're gonna have to take me at my word, I literally predicted that this was going to be the way that they met. Let me explain. In my headcanon and in the script that I wrote, she was going to show up to the ball and she was going to be looking at something there. In my mind, I thought it would be like a painting or something. And she would be like admiring it. And then he would come over and sort of speak to her. Now, this is not exactly the same, but kind of. And because I'm delusional, I now believe that because I was partially, minimally right about that my diamond of the season theory is also real. Because I'm telling you, it literally, you can't do anything else. It makes so much sense. It will be so good. I don't know how you can do anything else other than have the queen name Sophie as diamond of the season. Like, it adds to so many storylines, to so much intrigue. If she names her the diamond of the season and then she disappears and then everybody in the town wants to find out who this woman is, not just Benedict, the queen is like, I want to find out who this woman is, and she puts like, I don't know, like a bounty or reward, because now that we know who Whistledown is, that's not really like a tension anymore, so the tension could be, who's gonna unmask the lady in silver? And it's like a town-wide thing. And then you can also bring in Penelope, because let's say the queen says, hey, I'm still mad at you for the whole, Whistledown thing. If you want to get in my good graces, find out who this woman is. Like, it could include so many people. This is so juicy, and I'm like, I'm trying to like, telepathically manifest that is what they wrote, even though the scripts are done and they're probably, in the last bits of filming. The other piece of news that I want to talk about that dropped today at the same time is the fact that Bridgerton is renewed for seasons 5 and 6. Now, I think we all saw this coming, but I do have a certain intuition, a certain theory, based on the fact that we were only renewed for 2 more seasons. I feel like season 6 is going to be the end. And there are a few reasons I think that way. One, I just think that it's odd that they only renewed for 5 and 6, because when they renewed all the way through season 4 after the first season came out, like I said, they went all the way to season 4. It was like a huge bulk announcement. So if they were really planning on 8 seasons, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to me to not just say that. Either they're playing it by ear, or, in my opinion, they're planning for those 2 seasons to be the last, and they plan on combining the final 4 siblings. So season 5 will be Eloise and Francesca, and season 6 will be Gregory and Hyacinth. With the way that this production moves, the slow, agonizing pace of 2 years plus at times in between seasons, I don't think that it is possible for them to get all of these actors to stay on for that long. These people are blowing up, they're getting deals, they're getting other films, other projects, like, it's just not sustainable. And I think the other thing that isn't sustainable is Bridgerton's popularity. Now, I know that might sound crazy to say. Even the most popular shows can often overstay their welcome. Even if a show still brings in a shit ton of viewers, even if they're still seeing the numbers, there becomes a moment where a show plateaus and no longer has the cultural relevance it once had. And I fear that we may be getting there with Bridgerton. And the longer they wait between seasons, the worse that's gonna get. I feel like I need to clarify that I don't want this to be true. I want Francesca and Michaela to have their own season. Honestly, if I had to pick just one couple to get their season before this whole show is a wrap, it's Francesca and Michaela. I don't want them sharing a season. Absolutely not, especially not with Philip and Eloise, which is the couple that I have the most skepticism about. I also am really looking forward to Gregory and Lucy, because that is going to be our final chance in seeing a woman of color lead the show. I want us to have those seasons. I do. I just fear that I might be right. So that's it for me today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Go ahead and let me know what you thought of this incredible sneak peek, and let me know your theories about this 2-season renewal. I could be totally wrong. If you guys want to find me or follow me anywhere else, all of my links will be down below, and you can also find a link to my Patreon where you can find exclusive and extended content from me. I love you all so very dearly, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!